Why, hello! As you can see, there has been a big change. We are no longer Afifthofjack Gaming. We have switched over to the Bear's Lair. And I'm going to make this video to answer a few questions for you. Why, what, and where? Well, let's start off with the why. Why? The reason for it making the switch from Afifthofjack Gaming to the Bear's Lair is a pretty simple answer that comes over with that. With Afifthofjack, it kind of makes you think that you're going over and we're drinking over on the stream, or there's going to be some kind of drinking getting involved. And then I kind of didn't want to be sending that kind of a don't really drink that kind of content over across the net. Also, gaming, we do a little bit of gaming, but not heavily into the gaming, so I feel like that was kind of a niche that went over hard. Now, timing. Why now? Well, I figure it's a perfect time to be able to do it. Why is that? Well, it's a new year, so let's start right off the get-go. I've been thinking about this for a long time, but I decided to be way into the beginning of the new year to be able to make this end up happening. Well, I kind of covered what influenced it, so that's going to be going over. What to be expecting? Well, we're going to be trying to upgrade our content as much as we can end up doing with it. We're still going to have their single Sundays. We're still going to have other contents. We're going to be adding it. We're going to have stuff like the Barely There podcast that's going to be happening periodically. I think that's going to be at least once a month, where we don't know what the subject's going to end up being. We don't know who's going to be there. That's going to be taking the place of going live, because I feel like that's going to be something that's going to be fun and exciting to be able to end up doing. And with each chance, we're going to be stepping up our quality of our videos that comes over with it. We're learning the more ways to edit our content, ways to use our editing software better and more efficiently. We have better lighting that we have set up. And then we're going to be having our awesome mic that we got going on. So that's going to be something that you could be expecting, a better quality video and more precise going over with it. Plus, this is the biggest thing that comes over with any kind of channel. We've gotten a little bit more comfortable being in front of the camera. So that helps out amazingly well. Where did the old content go? Well, it's still here. Why is that? Because that's part of our history, so we still got to end up keeping that content. It's just now marked Afifthofjack Gaming era. Anything that was done during the Afifthofjack era is still being over there monitored with that Afifthofjack Gaming era. So if you want to be looking back, seeing what was some of the stuff that we ended up doing, we're going to have it there. As you can see in some of the playlists, we don't have some of the stuff that we ended up having yet because we haven't made a video yet covering that. We're going to be adding different things that's going to be going over. Comic books is still going to be the main play that I'm going to be focusing on. I think that's going to be probably about a good 60% of the content of the channel. The other 40% is going to be taken over with Magic the Gathering, covering like Commander, mechanics, other different ways that goes over with it. Other TCGs I've been wanting to try. Building some blockies, that's right. I wanted to be trying to get into that. They have an awesome Transformers following that comes over with it, and they have a bunch of different other ones, but I'm just staying with the Transformers. So now let's come over to how we ended up deciding the Bear's Lair. So I wanted to make a home where you can have all these other different content that could come over with it. So that's where that's going to come over with it. But I wanted a special spin. I wanted to fuse it with, well, Thundercats. Because obviously you can see I ended up loving Thundercats. And Thundercats, they have a home called the Cat's Lair. That's where they can all go home, relax, and be able to have the stuff that goes on with that. So that's why we ended up taking that, making our own little spin, and making it Barely There. So we ended up making it the Bear's Lair, where we can end up having that going on. And this is going to be the new home that you can end up checking out and seeing that goes on with that. So thank you for joining us on this journey. And we can't end up waiting to see what's going to be going on. Oh, and at some point, I'm planning on having a better outro mantra. But until next time, we'll see you later.